Please subscribe my channel. The laughter had not yet faded away completely when the room suddenly became silent. Emily's wine glass was still lifted in the air, her smile still lingering like a trail of smoke. I'd happily swap my husband for that tall, dark guy with the impressive package, she said, gesturing playfully with her hand. Just kidding. Everyone chuckled. Except me. I sensed it first in my chest, a squeezing feeling, a heaviness, as if my body spotted the threat before my brain caught up. I studied her face closely, truly looked, and noticed something she did not intend to reveal. It was eagerness, not amusement, anticipation. She was waiting for a response that went beyond laughter. I placed my glass down gently, carefully. The noise of it meeting the table echoed louder than expected. I forced a smile. Then I spoke. That's amusing, I said. It's the exact way you described him in your text. A heavy silence crashed over the room. Her gaze locked onto mine. In that instant, I knew for sure, not just suspected or wondered, but knew completely. People claim that betrayal reveals itself through chaos, with shouts, tears, and big scenes. They are mistaken. It shows up in quiet moments, in how her breathing shifted, how her fingers gripped the glass stem tighter, how nobody else dared to say a word, as though the air had started paying attention. I had not intended to bring it up right then. That was not part of any plan. But sometimes gut feelings act quicker than careful thinking. She let out a nervous laugh. What text? I shrugged. The ones you forgot to erase. Her denial came right away, too quick and automatic to feel genuine. I observed her carefully. The small facial twitches, the signs of cracking. This was not a joke that missed the mark. This was a hidden truth that escaped. It had begun several months earlier. Little signs, easy to overlook. Delayed responses to messages, a phone tilted out of view. A name that never came up in conversation, but somehow hung in the background between us. I convinced myself I was overthinking it. Guys often do that when they still want to hold on to trust, but trust fades away slowly and quietly. She started changing in private ways first, then openly, making fun of me lightly, throwing in casual comparisons that seemed innocent, but were really probing how much hurt they could cause. That evening, with friends around us, she went too far, assuming there was no boundary because she believed I was unaware. She did not realize I had already been quietly following the trail of her deceptions. I never sneaked onto her phone. There was no need. She left clues by accident. A tablet that synced everything and she forgot about. A shared online storage account she thought I never looked at. A message notification popping up on a screen she left unlocked for just a few careless seconds. Tall, dark, self-assured, not a dream but a real man. I did not challenge her directly. I did not demand answers. Asking questions just gives deceivers space to make up more stories. Instead, I paid attention. I noticed how her body language changed when she was messaging him. How she grinned at an empty screen. How she grew distant afterward, as if being close with me now seemed unnecessary. I checked phone bills legally and carefully. The dates lined up with her absences. The times matched her excuses. I listened more than I talked. I figured out which falsehoods she reused. Repeating the same lie is the simplest kind of trickery. At night, lying next to her, I felt like a stranger in my own marriage. My mind remained clear and calm. This was not simply about being jealous. It was about who held the power, and I was tired of giving it away. The proof arrived without fanfare. No big reveal in an envelope, just a saved conversation thread she did not know was backed up. Detailed descriptions, side-by-side comparisons, mocking me behind my back, and even worse, making future plans. I read it all without flinching. I expected to feel fury or explosive anger. Instead, I felt clear-headed. So when she told her joke in front of our friends, she was not embarrassing me. She was admitting it. She simply did not realize that yet. I kept my voice steady. I did not go into details. I allowed the hint to sit there, weighing down the room. Our friends squirmed in their seats. Someone attempted a forced chuckle to ease the tension. She stared at me. You're inventing this. I pulled my phone from my pocket and set it. Take a look. Her hands trembled. She scrolled once they were there and then her expression fell apart. The gold facade vanished, replaced by clear sea. She said my name softly, almost sweetly. I did not reply, because all that needed to be said was already there in writing. I stood up. I think it's time for us to leave, she said hurriedly, grabbing for my arm. I moved away. No, I replied calmly. You stay. I looked around at the group. She enjoys having people watch. The harshness was not shouted. It did not have to be. It was sharp and direct. I explained to them that I had known already, that I had known for weeks, that the joke was not humorous because it was based on reality. Her friends looked away from her. Gradually, they all realized who had truly been the target of the joke. She began crying then, saying sorry, pointing to work pressure, the alcohol, anything except her own choices. I felt empty inside. I removed my wedding ring and set it on the table. For him, I said, since you've already made the trade. Then I left. No doors slammed, no long goodbye speech, just my departure. Later, by myself, the silence did not seem hollow. It felt real and true. Betrayal does not always finish with yelling. Sometimes it ends with not caring anymore, with understanding that affection can decay slowly while you are still right beside it. She lost more than just me that night. She lost the image of herself as someone smart and in control. And I gained an important lesson. The moment someone makes a joke about replacing you, they already have.